So, we've talked about all of this, and let's see. I think I'm done with everything here. So, that's going to do it for this edition of the Main Event Talk right here on YouTube. And don't forget to check out WWE Monday Night Raw. It's going to take place over in England. The Main Event cannot wait to check that out as well. Also, Impact Wrestling is coming on Wednesday night, and of course the entire thing with Bobby Lashley versus Bobby Roode continues, and it seems that MVP has somehow fucked up in some way, some crazy way. And also, oh, and I forgot to mention this before I go ahead and leave, if you guys have not had an opportunity to check out the new wrestling show that's been happening for the past couple of weeks, you guys know what I'm talking about. Now, for years, I've always been a fan of professional wrestling. I'm talking professional wrestling, not sports entertainment. Not any of that fucking bullshit, man. I'm talking wrestling that you dig, that you love, like old WWF stuff, the WCW, the ECW, the USWA, the AWA, and any WA you can possibly think of. Now, this organization, there's been, there's TNA, and then there's Ring of Honor, and there's probably others in that particular nature. But there's this one organization that's out right now. It's been out since, I believe, October 27th, or I'm not sure what day it was exactly, but I had a chance to finally view both episodes. And it's called Lucha Underground. And if you guys have not had an opportunity, if you guys got a channel called El Rey Television, you'll be able to see Lucha Underground on Wednesdays at exactly, I believe, 7 or 8 o'clock. I think that comes on at the same time when Impact Wrestling's going on. But anyways, I had an opportunity to see Lucha Underground. I am impressed with what I see. And it's like watching the AAA promotion over in Mexico, kind of brings me back to like all of these old school Mexican wrestlers I used to remember back in the day. And I'm talking like old school, like Conan before he was NWO. He was, one of the hottest superstars going in Mexico. Also, of course, everybody knows who Rey Mysterio is. He was a part of the AAA promotion at the time. During the time, when he was going to go to ECW, then WCW, and everything else like that. And of course, the other names like Chavo Guerrero. Chavo was part of that as well, but now you're getting to hear these new names or some old school names that happened at Lucha Underground. I'm talking, Chavo Guerrero, he's in there. Blue Demon Jr., he was in there as well. Vampiro, he's not wrestling, but he is a commentator for Lucha Underground. I was very, very impressed with what he does. Haven't seen Vampiro since WCW, man. He still looks good, still looks awesome. Of course, there's Conan. He's still there. Has not wrestled in a long, long time, but he still looks good. Looks like a Vato Loco I've seen over here in Corpus Christi, man. He's still the fucking shit. And of course, I forgot who the new owner is of that place. He's, kind of like when you see the whole thing of Lucha Underground, it's a 1-hour show, right? And there's like only 2-3 matches that take place in that whole entire show. But the entire episode, it seems like it's based on, it's like a movie that you're watching. It's like you're watching some sort of a, I can't think of a Mexican movie to think of at this point. Maybe like something you would see, but man, it looks interesting. It's old school the way it's meant to be, and plus you're hearing a lot about these new stars that are appearing, that are doing a fantastic job in the ring. Not just Chavo, not just Blue Demon Jr., but others like Son of Havoc. I think that's one of them, and also this beautiful, gorgeous woman named Sexy Star, who appeared on this Lucha Libre, went up against Son of Havoc, and I was like, wait a minute, you're actually letting a woman fight a man? And that's like unbelievable to me, because normally, in my opinion, if a woman goes up against a guy, everyone would think, oh, that bitch ain't got a chance. But in my case, and this is the truth, most women I know, they may look hot, they may look beautiful. You can look at them and say they look defenseless and they can't fight worth a fucking shit. But don't be fooled by a hot, gorgeous woman, because she could kick your ass at any fucking time. And I know, because I've been through that long time ago. I don't want to explain the story. Let's just say that I have never had my nuts kicked so hard by a woman in all my life. That's the truth, okay? But anyways, this woman, Sexy Star, that went up against, I think, Son of Havoc, man, she pulled her own in the ring against him. And I thought, you know, if she wins, damn, she would impress the living hell out of me and every other guy that's watching. And she didn't win her match against Son of Havoc, but she surely impressed a lot of people in that episode of Lucha Underground. And also, the next matchup that I was pretty impressed with was, let's see, Prince Puma, another Lucha, and also prodigy of Conan, went up against a former WWE superstar who we have not seen in 3 years. 3 years. And he's someone that I am so glad that he is a part of this organization, because now this organization gets to finally use him, unlike the WWE, who went ahead and had some moronic idiot named John Laurinaitis tell him, best of luck in your future endeavors. And his last match in the WWE was up against his former partner, The Miz. You guys know who he is quite well. His name is John Morrison, former WWE superstar John Morrison, aka Johnny Mundo. And I'll tell you something, Johnny looks better than ever before in a long time. It was so good to see him in the ring going up against Prince Puma. And man, the main event match was just so exciting to watch. It kind of reminds me of what I saw in John Morrison back in the day, man. I'm just glad that he's a part of Lucha Underground, and I'm very glad that they're doing, you know, some use for him. And hopefully there's going to be, you know, more things about him and others in that particular nature. And of course, the surprise appearance of, there's like these 2 wrestlers. One looked almost like low-key. I thought he was low-key, like straight up, but it wasn't. It was somebody else. And then there's this other guy, someone that looks almost like Homicide, but he looked like he gained 10 pounds, you know? And then, of course, this other superstar is also a former WWE superstar, and he was also in TNA. You guys know him quite well. He was a former ECW champion, and I highly doubt if I ever want to call him a former ECW champion. But anyways, Ezekiel Jackson was over at the Lucha Underground show, and overall, Lucha Underground is the fucking shit. And this message goes out to not only Lucha Underground, but to all the fans that are watching this. Lucha Underground, I'm not going to say you're the future, but you pretty much are, because you brought in this talent. Not only fighters or Mexican talent, or, you know, talent that you see in the WWE, TNA, and everything else like that. But you're bringing in some Mexican wrestlers that most of us, including myself, appreciate. I've always been a huge wrestling fan for a long time. I don't like wrestlers just because they wear tights. And have you ever heard that? Oh, the only reason why you like wrestling is because you guys like wrestling in tights. Really? That's what you're looking at? And most of these idiots that keep telling me the same fucking thing, you're only, you know, you like it because you know, they have tights, you know? Then what the fuck are you looking at? You're the one that's looking at the tights, not me. Shit. I'm mostly into the wrestling. I'm mostly into what the fuck they do in the ring. And that's what they do. I love it. That's how it goes. So my advice to all the morons out there, once again, if you're going to look at a wrestler and his tights, you are gay, okay? That's how it goes. That's what every fan's going to look at you at. If you're looking at a wrestler and his tights, you're gay. If you're looking at a wrestler that is in the ring performing and doing everything that he does in the ring for the sake of the fans and for the sake of himself, you are a wrestling fan. You know how it goes. But nonetheless, Lucha Underground, if you guys have an opportunity, a new episode coming up this Wednesday on El Rey TV. Get a chance to check it out. Call your local cable or satellite provider and find El Rey TV and get a chance to see Lucha Underground Wednesdays. I believe they start around 7, 8 o'clock, I think. Around the same time as Impact Wrestling. That's all you have to know. And plus, they also do replays on, I think, the Univision on Saturdays. Sábado Mundo, I think that's what it is. You know, that's the way I remember it. But check it out, guys. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them on Facebook. You can even follow them on, let's see, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Of course, they have their own channel on YouTube as well, so get an opportunity when you can. Check it out. I guarantee you, if you're a big-time wrestling fan like the main event, you will be impressed with Lucha Underground. They have a lot to offer, and they got a lot of new stars that are fixing to become big stars, and man, I'm impressed with all of them, from Johnny Mundo to Prince Pumba to Sexy Star to Son of Havoc, and no doubt there's more wrestlers along the way, so be on the lookout. Lucha Underground on El Rey TV. Check it out when you can. So that's going to do it for this edition of the Main Event Talk. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Check out all my videos, including this one right here on YouTube. The Main Event Talk, this is going to conclude it, and the main event, get ready for Monday Night Raw. The Monday Night Raw is coming up on the UK. Can't wait for that. Impact Wrestling is coming on Wednesday nights. And also, if you guys had an opportunity to see NXT this past Thursday, sorry, choked up. NXT had the debut of what's that guy's name? Finn Blair. You know, the guy that has that Prince I can't pronounce his name, but he's the guy that has better face paint than Jeff Hardy would ever have. But man, that dude, I had a chance to see part of his match on NXT. He was impressive, and a lot of fans cannot wait to see more of Finn in the ring. It's gonna be the fucking shit. Can't wait. NXT on Thursdays. Check it out as well. Also, main event. Not me, but WWE main event on Tuesdays. Check it out when you can. Of course, Friday Night SmackDown. It's going to be moving back to Thursdays on January 15th, so be ready for that. And thank you for watching. And once again, the Cowboys win over the Jaguars, 31-17. Thank you for watching. Why? Because I can, and I want to. Any questions? Enough said. Go Cowboys.